So with creative visualization, what we're attempting to do is, like in the last video, we were basically just getting an understanding, a feeling of energies, helping us to understand how energies can be run, how it operates and flows and harmonizes with the body. So what we're doing in this particular episode is we're just being able to work together with our creative visualization techniques. Now, for those of you who may not be too visual, this will be an excellent video for you, because what we're basically starting off with is just simple constructs, simple shapes, simple colors. For those of you who are advanced, again, this represents a refresher course, being able to recognize and remember that much of your creative visualization is all part of an advanced form of healing. So for those of us who may feel that we are a little bit behind in the idea of visualization, let's do a simple exercise right now. Please get yourself into a relaxed, comfortable posture, making sure that your body is free of points of strain. And if you would like to sit down or lay down for this exercise, please feel free to do so. Whatever you feel serves you best. And just go ahead now and close your eyes. And again, we're just going to begin to run the energy. So we're just going to take a deep breath in through our nose, nice and slowly. And just slowly letting that breath out through our mouth. Very good. And just repeat that again, breathing in slowly through the nose. And breathing out slowly through the mouth. And one last time, breathing in slowly through the nose. And breathe slowly out through the mouth. And just allow yourself to return back into your natural rhythm of breathing. And just be aware of the energies as they exist right now, flowing through your body. Again, just going into your natural pace of breathing, and just being conscientious of your natural pace, of just being able to observe the circulation of energy that is coming in and coming out from your body. And within your mind right now, I just want you to imagine a black void, where there is absolutely nothing in this void but pure blackness. And I want you now just to imagine a simple shape that is going to appear within this void. And this is a simple one-dimensional shape. It is a horizontal line. So just see this horizontal line within your mind right now. Now I want you to imprint that with a specific color, any particular color you wish. Just being able to see this line now imprinted with this color of your choosing. And again, very simple, very easy. Now we're going to add 2 dimensions to that line. We are now going to see a triangle coming together. So now you are seeing the 2 angling lines connecting once again to the base of the horizontal line. And just feel free now to give the entire triangle that same color, or if you feel that you would like to put another color forward, feel free to do so. Just being able to see that triangle in your mind now. Now I want you to imagine as if that triangle is zooming out from your perspective, is starting to get smaller and smaller until it is just barely visible. See this now within your mind. And now I just want you to imagine that you are bringing that very small triangle closer and closer to your perspective, just as if it was about 2 inches away from your eyes. And now just bringing that triangle into a subtle point of view. I want you now to imagine as if you're slowly spinning that triangle in a clockwise direction. So you are just imagining as if you're taking this invisible finger within your mind, taking it at the point, and just slowly starting to rotate this triangle in a clockwise direction. And now just being able to reverse that direction, moving it into a slow, counterclockwise direction. Very good. So now we're keeping the triangle into our awareness. Once again, it is still in the void. And now we are going to bring 3 dimensions into that triangle, where it is now going to become a pyramid. So this triangle has now transformed into the shape of a pyramid. And now this will be something that you can explore a little bit more. That one side of the pyramid could be a certain color, the other side a certain color, and so on and so on. If you would like to make the entire pyramid one solid color, feel free to do so. But go ahead and experiment. The important thing that you want to do when you are experimenting with the pyramid is that you are able to keep a strong visualization intention upon whatever you are able to place as color upon this pyramid. And so if you see blue on one side, for example, you are keeping that very vivid within your visualization. When you turn the pyramid, and for example on the other side you see a red color, you're keeping that very vivid, and so on and so on. You may also want to tilt the pyramid, and at the bottom of the base may have a different color assigned as well. But whatever color or colors that you assign with the pyramid, as you slowly begin to rotate it, just making sure that those colors stay consistent. The whole idea here is that we are attempting to capture detail through creative visualization. So take a moment just to rotate that pyramid around, to being able to notice the colors that you have placed as you're slowly rotating it. We're not looking to do anything quick here, not looking to do anything fast. Just taking your time and really just getting to know this pyramid that is created within your mind. And now we will just imagine as if we are waving our hand over the pyramid within the void, and that the pyramid has now disappeared after our hand waves it out of existence. And for the final part of our visualization exercise, we are going to imagine that we can now choose a landscape. Now this particular landscape will be something that will be shared through this exercise, but you will envision it in your own particular way. So I want you now to imagine that you are on Earth and that you are seeing a beautiful meadow with long grass all around you, and that you are seated in the middle of this long grass meadow. In the distance you are able to see mountains. Above you, you are able to see a clear blue sky. While you are seated in this long grass meadow, imagine that a very light gust of wind is blowing around you. And you are feeling that energy, you're feeling that force, that very light force of wind that is now just caressing you and passing by. You are able to visualize that the long grass is able to sway in the direction of the wind. And now you can imagine yourself just rising to your feet, and that you're just looking down at your feet, and you can see the long grass with you. And you can feel yourself taking a step forward, taking another step forward, and seeing the ground react. Feeling the softness and the texture of the ground that is around you. Seeing how the long grass reacts as you step over some of the long grass. Just imagining as if you can breathe in the fresh air of this meadow. And that you can turn yourself around 360 degrees and are able to still envision the entire landscape. And now I want you to imagine that you are levitating yourself off of the ground. You're now looking down at your feet, and you're seeing yourself rise up from the ground. So however high you wish to be off the ground is entirely up to you. I want you to feel yourself now visualizing that you are now returning back to the ground. You are coming down from your levitation, and your feet are now touching the ground. Very good. What you will do now again is just imagine that you are waving your hand across that landscape, and it is now returning back into the black void. So let's once again take a slow, deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And when you are ready, you can come back into the present moment. Alright, so what we basically did there was just give a very basic understanding of the power of our own visualization. Now, some may ask, well, Brad, is it true that we need to be very visual to be healers? No, it's not true. But it certainly is something that can be quite helpful. Now, I myself am not too much of a visual person. I certainly do have flashes here and then. When I'm doing these exercises, I can see energies or see visualizations, see landscapes with great clarity. But I don't always reside myself, I would say, as a visual person. A lot of my energies comes through feeling, it comes through empathy, it comes through claircognizance, it comes through clairsentience. That's basically my energy. But again, people who are very, very visual have a really good bonus here. They're able to really work very well with energies, and they're able to see the patterns that energy flows in that particular way. So just as if I was to hold up my hand right here and just see this orb that would appear. And right now I'm visualizing a blue orb that is contained in my hand. And now I'm imagining that that blue orb is turning into a violet color. And now I'm imagining that that blue orb that is now violet is now turning into a white color. And now I can just feel it vanishing away. Alright, just a very, very simple technique. Now this is basically, again, a special bonus, a helpful tool to helping us work together in facilitated healing. So for example, if we have an individual that is laying down on a massage table, and we're basically working to do a healing on them, we are again, what are we doing first? We're centering ourselves, we're neutralizing ourselves, we're becoming accustomed to the running of the energy, right? So we're keeping ourselves in that grounded state, we're feeling the energies of the running of our particular breath running in and converting into that energy and making ourselves aligned to receive energy from the outside, cosmic energy, universal energy, nature energy. We are again not utilizing our own particular forms of energies within the vital body to heal. So again, why is that? We do not use our own vital body because one, it will drain us. Two, it can represent the idea that you are personally invoking your own energy into another person. Because again, we get very, very attached. When we involve our own energy, we become involved with that person. And we can basically have these particular types of rubbing off karmically to come back to us. Because we are involving our energy. So when we always try to push that energy or force that energy and become so involved with that person, trying to heal, all of that energy will rebound and bounce back off to us. Because we are becoming involved, rather than the idea of being observers, rather than the idea of being true facilitators. So it's very important that we keep our energies aligned, centered, and pulling all of that channeled energy from the outside, from cosmic energy, natural energy, universal energy. That is what we're looking to do here. So keeping yourself as an open crystal receptacle to the quantum field and allowing that energy to come through. So again, we have this imaginary person directly in front of us. And we are now just imagining that we can feel their energy, and we found a spot. We're going to be getting more into diagnosis in a later episode. But we're able just to find this particular spot that we can feel has a lot of tense energy there. So what we'll do is we'll utilize a visualization that holds some type of relationship representation to an energy that will assist that person. So if I were to say again that orb was to come back, and I feel that blue light just circulating strongly in my hand, so I'm just keeping my eyes closed, I'm breathing in, bringing in the energy, breathing out, channeling all the focus of that energy into my right palm, just taking a few breaths, feeling that energy becoming stronger and stronger in a very loving, divine nature. And just imagining that I'm able to take that energy and put it directly into the spot. And as I'm putting it into the spot, I'm just visualizing that that energy is absorbing harmoniously into the body. Because that represents my energy of love. It is a very intense energy, but it is an intense, loving energy. And I feel that the blue ray, energy of frequency, would be a good match in regards to the obstruction that I'm sensing within that person's body. Of course, we'll be getting into color visualization in a future episode as well too. But basically, I'm just visualizing that I'm putting that sphere, that orb of blue light, enveloping it into that person's body. And I am creating an additional type of visualization where that energy is now becoming sealed into the body so that it can assist in working together with that person's energy. And that person's energy can now digest the energy that I just contributed to them so that their body can heal. Now, an important aspect about being a healer is that we actually do not heal the person. The person utilizes the contributed energy that we share with them so that their body now takes that energy and utilizes it and digests it on their own. So all we are doing is becoming facilitators. This is why I refer to us as healing facilitators, because all we are doing is facilitating our own energy visually and being able to bond it together with their body. Now their body will take that energy and it will automatically utilize it to create a harmony. Well, how long would it take to do a type of visual healing on a person? Well, that just all depends in regards to the facilitator. On average, when I have done creative visual healing on another, I would say it would be an average between 10, 15, or even 20 minutes. But again, it's all just based upon a person. This is again where a person is able to visualize something that is, again, all based upon the permission of the client. The client says, yes, please feel free to perform this healing on me in any areas that you feel are obstructing my flow, right? So now you're just being able to create these visualizations. You can create something like a pyramid that is rotating and spinning at incredible speeds. And it's basically creating a toroidal field of white light, right? Now again, we have heard about the idea of not using white light in that particular way, but when you are spinning it, you can look at it in the idea of that white light becoming misty or becoming somewhat diluted, okay? Now I have also got some comments from people in saying that, well, Brad, I've used white light in healing and I have felt great. Should I not be doing that? Well, here's the thing. We're all built differently, right? So everything that you hear within these episodes are not the gospel as it pertains to healing. It usually is recommended not to contribute white light to others because you are uncertain of their own energy field. So if you feel that you are conversing with a person and they say, you know what, it's okay to use white light with me because I've used it before and it's been very, very helpful. My body can handle it. Sure, go for it. But in that sense, as a convenience, we want to ensure that we are firstly addressing that, right? So if a person has never had white light in their body before, it's usually recommended that we don't use white light when we are absorbing energy into their body, right? So again, if there is a permission, if a person has got a good successful form pertaining to white light as it pertains to their own body, then you can feel free to use it. But in the meantime, feel free to dilute it, feel free to see it as a white mist, and being able to place it into the body appropriately. So again, this is all helping to unkink obstructions within the body. And again, this is what visualization is doing. Visualization is helping us to bring about this harmonious energy coming from the ethers, and we're being able to visualize its nature. So visualization can be a very good tool because it's helping us to develop relationship of our own energy created in that particular form that we know is harmonious. And so we're taking that visual representation of harmonized energy and we're placing it into the body. And again, we're allowing that energy to become absorbed. So again, this is what visualization can do. Now, it does not always have to be the idea of form. Again, as we're going to be talking about in a future episode, we're going to be talking about just using simple colors. So being able to just feel your hand turning into a specific color that again represents a vibrational, harmonious recognition relationship, and being able to place that color throughout the body of the client. So that, of course, can be something that you can use as well too, but more of a discussion on that later. Now, this can also be used for you, is being able to, for example, create that pyramid of light, feeling that pyramid moving in very incredible speeds, being able to create a tetrahedron or a star tetrahedron, and being able to again see that moving in counter-rotating and rotating fields, and being able to put that into yourself, right? Nobody knows your body better than yourself. So if you feel, again, that you have used white light and that you have had a good experience with white light and there was no particular side effects that came through, by all means go for it, because that's your body. But again, just as a general rule, we always want to try and keep white light surrounding the energy of the body, and not actually enveloping it unless there are certain special cases. Okay? So that's just what I want to recommend. But again, it's your body, you must decide. So again, just being able to create that visualization, putting it into an area of the body that you feel may need it. If you feel that you may have heart palpitations at times, or that you have acid reflux, or that you have a sore neck or sore back, then you can apply self-healing. So again, as we did before, where we were able to cross the hands here, and being able to stand hip width apart, and just being able to breathe in and breathe out, and working with the pores to absorb and extract stagnant energy, right? So absorbing harmonious energy, extracting stagnant energy, breathing in the light, breathing out the stagnancy, right? Well, all we're doing in this way is we are taking it to the second step, and we're creating that visualization, we're creating that image, we're creating that relationship, something that you may feel is the most harmonious thing that you can imagine, creating a relationship of that, and being able to place it into the area of the body that you feel will receive that benefit. Okay? Some people may say, well, I'm getting this really bad tingly feeling right in the middle of my back, but it's very, very hard for me to reach that. What can I do in regards to that situation? Start at the front. So basically, you're closing your eyes, you're imagining you're putting that symbol directly into the center of your chest, and you can imagine as if that energy is just moving right into the tip of this middle of the back, and just being able to feel that energy absorbing, enveloping, and digesting into your own energy field. Okay? So that is creative visualization. It's being able to develop relationship with your energy, visual representation. So go ahead and continue to give this a try. Again, the more that you practice, the more better that you will become relating to utilizing visualization. Again, some people who may not be very strong with visualization can often feel that energy coming through. So it's kind of like noticing if someone is blind, that their other particular senses become heightened. Well, that's the whole idea, is we're doing our best to visualize this, but if we can't visualize this, we're feeling it. We're just imagining that we are doing a flow like this. Again, if it's something like the pyramid or the star Merkaba, that we are able to continue to flow. And right now I'm feeling a strong magnetic current being produced because I keep visualizing this pyramid. Okay? So basically what's happening is the pyramid is rotating this way in a clockwise direction from my point of view. Okay? While it's rotating, I'm seeing this toroidal field coming together. One rotating in a counterclockwise direction upwards, one rotating in a clockwise direction downwards. And so basically I'm just imagining this energy, and I'm seeing the pyramid as golden ray energy. And I'm putting that directly into my solar plexus, right here, operating in the yellow and gold bands. And just placing that in, and I'm just feeling that now becoming absorbed. It's kind of like how you would take one of those Alka-Seltzer pills and plop them in the water and watch them become dissolved, and then all the water becomes diluted from that effect. This would be a very similar aspect. Take that energy, put it into the body. It's like you're dropping the Alka-Seltzer pill in, and now you're watching the entire image become dissolved, being able to absorb itself into the embankment of the energy body, right? Just like a liquid light, right? So that's all I'm doing, is I'm putting this in, taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out, and just feeling that absorb, feeling that dissolve, feeling the energy body acquiring that, and now being able to utilize that and flushing through the body. It's fantastic. What I would recommend is that when you're creating this visualization, take a couple of minutes. Just take a couple of minutes to really feel this energy, to visualize this energy, and put all of your most love, all of your most appreciation, respect, honor, everything that represents positivity to you, and just absorb that into the image. Once you have spent a couple minutes on that, just imagine that you're able to take it like this, like it has its own gravity, and just being able to place it into the area that your body requires. Okay? That's it. We are playing with this visualization. There's 1,000,001 things you can do with visualization, but all I would recommend for everybody watching this particular episode is play with your visualization technique. Start off with the simple. Start off with a line. Start off then with the 2 dimensions. Start off with the 3 dimensions. Then start off with an environment. And just play within those particular spaces. And seeing how well you do by setting different colors, rotating, shrinking, enlarging. Being able to play within this landscape that you create. Walk around. Go 360 degrees. Look at a panoramic view of the location. Start levitating. You can start picking up grass as if you're just picking it up from the field and looking at it, right? You're able to fly up into the mountains. It's your world. You decide exactly what you want to do with it. But the key here is being able to recall the detail of what you're able to experience. It's about the visualization and being able to make that a part of yourself and see the great detail that comes together. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of The Healer's Guide. I'm Brad Johnson, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode. Take care. Namaste, and may it be well with you. Goodbye.